That night, Los Angeles didn't just host a baseball game. Dodger Stadium transformed into an arena where music, sports, and global culture converged on a grand stage. The spotlight fell on two South Korean icons, Kim Taehyung, or V of BTS, and soccer star Son Heung-min. Their presence elevated the atmosphere beyond ordinary entertainment, turning it into a symbol of national pride that spread worldwide. It all began with the official announcement that V would throw the ceremonial first pitch. Within minutes, the news went viral, tickets sold out instantly, and the stadium filled with an ocean of excited fans. As V walked toward the mound, thousands of cameras captured his every move. The stadium grew tense yet hopeful, as if everyone realized they were about to witness something unforgettable. Together with Son Heung-min, Taehyung embodied the strength of Korea on the international stage. The cheers grew louder as the ball flew from his hand straight into the catcher's glove. The thunderous applause celebrated not only the accuracy of the pitch but also BTS's long journey to becoming a global phenomenon. Fans cried, laughed, and screamed in unison, knowing this was more than a ceremonial act, it was a moment in pop culture history. The stadium turned purple, army light sticks glowing like a BTS concert within a sports arena. The next day, international media outlets covered the historic event. Photos of V spread across news platforms, portraying him not just as an idol but as a global cultural ambassador. At the same time, the world was astonished by Jungkook's achievement. His solo song broke another record on Spotify, surpassing billions of streams, an extraordinary feat for a solo Asian artist. Music critics praised Jungkook's work for transcending language and cultural barriers, touching millions with its emotional lyrics and melodies. Yet amid the celebration, shocking news emerged. Police announced the arrest of a suspect who had tried to steal Jungkook's identity to manipulate HYBE's stock. The case caused an uproar, reminding the public of the risks that come with global fame. Fortunately, authorities acted swiftly, resolving the issue before it escalated. HYBE also released an official statement, assuring full protection for their artists. ARMY's reaction exploded across social media. Millions of supportive messages poured in for Jungkook, proving the fandom's unwavering solidarity. Despite the threat, the incident highlighted BTS's true strength, a group that always rises stronger from every challenge. Three major events occurring almost simultaneously, the historic first pitch by V, Jungkook's streaming record, and the swift resolution of the legal case, demonstrated BTS's far-reaching influence. For those at Dodger Stadium, the night felt unlike any other game. There was a deeper cultural meaning, embodied by Taehyung. The unity of V and Son Heung-min was seen as a symbol of Korean cultural diplomacy, showcasing the nation's growing influence on the world stage. Meanwhile, Jungkook's achievement was hailed as the second wave of BTS's success. If the group once conquered the world together, its members were now proving they could thrive individually. The attempt to exploit Jungkook's identity only underscored his resilience. He remained focused on his music and fans, strengthening his image as both an artist and a steadfast individual. The message was clear: BTS is no longer just a music group but a symbol of strength, unity, and global impact. Los Angeles became the witness to not just a sports event, but to a chapter of modern pop culture history. Global attention confirmed that BTS continues to write new chapters where music, sports, and legal struggles converge into an unstoppable narrative. The world now waits for what's next. Because one thing is certain, the story of BTS, with Taehyung and Jungkook at the forefront, is only entering a new era. The weeks after. In the weeks following the historic night in Los Angeles, the impact proved far greater than trending topics on social media. International media replayed Taehyung's first pitch, framing it as a symbolic shift in K-pop's history. The spotlight was no longer solely on sports or music but on the cultural power of Korea, now standing alongside other global icons. American cultural analysts called the event a milestone in cultural diplomacy, with K-pop establishing itself as a bridge between nations. Japan celebrated too, as Shohei Ohtani's embrace with Taehyung was seen as a harmonious representation of two Asian icons on the global stage. Meanwhile, Europe published long articles describing BTS and its members not just as entertainers but as cross-industry trendsetters. Jungkook emerged as another face of this narrative. His Spotify record proved BTS's continued strength, even when its members pursued solo careers. Music observers labeled Jungkook's success as the second wave of K-pop's global invasion, following the group's collective breakthrough. The identity theft case, though shocking, highlighted his immense influence, so much so that it led to illegal exploitation attempts. But Jungkook and HYBE's swift, firm, and transparent handling of the situation restored public confidence. Investors felt reassured, believing HYBE could manage crises while keeping their artists safe. ARMY celebrated Jungkook's resilience, calling him not only an idol but also a symbol of strength under pressure. On social media, trending tags never ceased, reflecting the fandom's enduring loyalty. Dodger Stadium is now remembered not just as a sports venue but as the site where modern pop history was written in purple ink. That night in Los Angeles became proof that Korean culture had reached a point where it could lead global conversations. And BTS, through Taehyung and Jungkook, showed that they could endure not only as a group but also shine as extraordinary individuals. The world now wonders, what's next? Will V continue cross-industry collaborations, bringing K-pop closer to global sports? Will Jungkook keep breaking records, solidifying his place as one of the biggest solo artists in the world? Or will BTS return together to write an even greater chapter, surpassing achievements that already seem unbelievable? One thing is certain, this story is far from over. That night in Los Angeles was only the prologue to a new chapter in BTS's history. And the world will keep watching, because every step they take has proven to be more than entertainment. It is a cultural event that shakes the globe. Looking ahead. As the cheers faded, a bigger question emerged. What does this mean for the future of BTS, HYBE, and the global entertainment industry? Cultural experts believe that the historic Dodger Stadium event is just the beginning of a new era. BTS is no longer merely a music icon. They have positioned themselves as key players in global cultural diplomacy. For HYBE, this moment presents both challenges and opportunities. With Taehyung and Jungkook's growing influence, HYBE must maintain consistency, transparency, and stability to preserve global trust. In the US, analysts suggested this could pave the way for major collaborations in the future. Imagine MLB, one of the biggest sports leagues in the world, partnering officially with a K-pop artist. That would be more than entertainment, it would be history. Europe viewed the moment as a crucial advancement in Korea's soft power. With V and Jungkook dominating sports and music stages, South Korea proved its culture could lead global discourse. In Asia, especially Japan and South Korea, Taehyung's moment with Otani symbolized cultural unity. Public reactions reflected pride that crossed national borders. For ARMY, the momentum reaffirmed their role not just as a fandom but as a global movement capable of shifting conversations with a single voice. Jungkook, meanwhile, is on a path to redefine what it means to be a Korean solo artist. He is not only breaking records but also paving the way for the next generation of artists to be accepted globally. Taehyung showed that a star's presence alone could create history, even without singing a single note. His charisma proved powerful enough to leave a cultural mark wherever he appeared. If HYBE can manage this momentum wisely, BTS's future will not just be about music comebacks but about transforming into a broader cultural symbol, uniting the world across multiple platforms. But if mismanaged, legal issues, business pressures, and market expectations could become pitfalls. Here, the roles of individual members like V and Jungkook will determine how strongly BTS withstands the storms ahead. The conclusion, that night in Los Angeles was not the peak but the beginning of a new era. BTS is no longer just writing songs, they are writing the history of world culture. The next chapter. After such a global night, one question lingers: where will BTS go from here? Some analysts believe this momentum will serve as the foundation for a massive BTS comeback in 2026. With Taehyung and Jungkook's soaring popularity, their return as a full group could become one of the most anticipated music events of the decade. The entertainment industry predicts that the comeback might not just be an album. BTS could introduce cross-platform concepts, stadium concerts, documentary collaborations, even integration with digital worlds like the metaverse or augmented reality.